In this video, we're going to learn about what is personal writing. And it's the first type of academic writing that we're going to learn in this course. Personal writing is a mode of communication based on recording our own feelings or reaction to experiences. This is important. As we're growing as college students, we're learning about how to be, you got to record down what you've thought and learned. Writing is an exercise in thinking, and recording things down helps us be able to not have to remember everything all at once, but then also be able to go back and reflect on our learning to help us mull about ideas. So it's important for us to develop this kind of personal writing. Serious academic writing. It is a serious academic writing that helps us, helps our learning through reflection. So it's important. When I was younger, I never thought much about having a journal, but over the years, I now keep multiple different journals that help me be able to track different kinds of experiences. When I'm writing my novel, I keep a journal that I write in to express my thoughts or feelings or concerns or anxieties before I go into writing. This helps me be able to sort of focus, get started on my writing, and then I write. Okay. I also keep other journals, so reflections on ideas. So I have one that's just specifically where I write ideas down, random ideas. And you could keep journals in different places too. So it's a method to develop your ability to critically think and also to think creatively. Academic personal writing begins with a question or a problem a lot of times. I since I was a child, to ask a lot of what if questions. Oh, what if it were like this? What if we can talk to dogs, right? What would it be like? And so things like that can help you be able to make connections and to take risks when you're trying to come up with ideas. So it focuses on you as the writer and the subject. A lot of times there isn't any wrong when you're writing this. It's an area, it's a playground that you shouldn't have a lot of constraints to allow you to develop and take risks as you're exploring your learning. Okay? Allows you to be the agent of the communication process. You are the person. This is your playground when you're writing academically and personally. Okay? It allows you to choose your role depending on how objective or subjective you want to sound. So it's kind of like a drawing board of thoughts. The focus of personal writing, ethos. Okay? It develops credibility, knowledge, leadership when you are mulling through things, and when you are writing and reflecting and thinking, it helps you develop and make those connections in a physical way. It helps trace and track what you've developed over time. Thoughts come and go like lightning, so it's important to be able to try to capture them as you're developing your creativity and knowledge. Okay, it tracks the progress of your personal discovery. Nobody else necessarily is going to see this. They may. I mean, Leonardo da Vinci has his own personal journal where he did all his really random sketches, and that allows us to learn more. Those scholars that are learning more about da Vinci, about how he thinks and stuff. But he needed that in order to experiment with things that he's going to do, and we need that place to be able to do that too. It helps in the learning process, so it helps us track where one thing has come and where it's going. Okay, so there's different types of personal writing. The personal essay, that's something that you write and it's reflective. A lot of times when you apply to university or you apply to different places, they're going to ask you to do a personal statement, and that's a reflective piece. Diary entries, okay, journal keeping. Diary and journal are really the same word. One is French and one is English. But that's basically the same thing. You write down your diary, a list of things that you've done, journal keeping, just whatever floats your boat. I started keeping a journal seriously when I was 18, and that helped me be able to track my learning. And sometimes when I go back and see my thoughts when I was 18, now that's many umpteen years later, I look at it and go, kid, it's not like you think it is. So learning logs, those are also a type of personal writing too. And what that means is you just write down what you've learned that day. Or if you have like passages that you're reading and you're writing in response to it and reflecting against it, that's also a learning log as well. Creative nonfiction. So what does that mean? I have had ways of helping me explain things before. Like, for example, when I was in graduate school, I was writing a piece. I had to write a defense for my article. What my professor did was have me write a little play that was like a conversation between me and his wife, who was an editor of a journal. And I wrote it as a play, a dialogue between her and me, like how she would criticize me, and then how I would respond. And that helped me be able to reflect on how I can write my defense. If you want to know more, take a look at this citation, like a personal writing by Andrew Stubbs. That's it.